what's up guys, welcome back to my channel for again another video. Now, I'm going to give a quick heads up, I have started recording this video about 4 or 5 days late. Obviously, everyone who's seen Twitter has seen the news about Fortnite Save the World. Epic Games have come out with a statement, or as they call it, a state of development about the changes that are going to go to Save the World, and it's caused a actual trend on Twitter, or at least my end, which is kind of funny. And I want to at least give my input, or people who don't know what Save the World is, or what's going on, at least explain to you what the crack is. So anyway, just a quick review from this. Since the launch of Save the World's early access period, we've added a vast collection of unique heroes and schematics and overalls to the front inherent in hero loadouts. Today, we're bringing Save the World out of early access and decided to remain a premium experience rather than going free to play. Development of the new content will slow down after its official release, but the adventure does not end here for Save the World. Now, obviously, it was mentioned back in, I believe, 2008. They were mentioning that Save the World would eventually go free to play for all the players. This was their overall long-term goal. Obviously, making it now a premium-based only game. That's a choice that Epic's have. Again, I can't really argue with it. I have no problems with, say the World being premium. It would be nice to see an influx of players come on to Save the World, only because a lot of the players who are in the high-end zones, or the higher tier levels, they find it harder to find games versus players who are in the low-tier zones, unless of course you're a streamer or a content creator. You usually have about 10 people messaging you straight away saying, hey, do you want a hand? Obviously as well, mentioned here, all paid founders will have their full founders pass upgraded to the next level and unlock all the rules included in the game. Including an upgrade pack, free of currency and home base. The Ultimate Edition owners will be granted the Metal Team Leader pack and 8,000 V-Bucks. Now again, anyone who doesn't understand this, in Save the World they had a bunch of tiers of packs, starting off from the standard pack, which gives you access to the game. You can upgrade that to a deluxe pack to get yourself more heroes and weapons. The Super Deluxe pack, which then gave you a few more bits like some extra defenders in the game. Also back in the day, it gave you an extra copy of the game. You could have got the Limited Edition, which would then give you a bunch of Founders gear, so like more heroes, weapons, and other additions to the game, until they changed out the llamas, which is their in-game loot system. And then if you brought all those packs, you could spend even more money to buy the Ultimate Edition, which gave you access to all the Founders gear, including a special weapon which is stuck behind a paywall. Now thankfully for some on my behalf, I had a Limited Edition, which I brought when it was on a 50% sale, so I have invested a bit of money into the game. From the base game to the full end, if you paid this all full price, you'd have to paid about 200 UK or Great British pounds, which is a lot of money. And obviously, comparing, say, the Founders packs, to go from limited to ultimate, you would have to pay a good £80. And £80, if you break that down, if you went for the lowest pack of V-Bucks, you can get yourself 10,000 easy. So to give people back 8,000 V-Bucks, in my opinion, does seem like a slap in the face. Doesn't really seem too fair on, obviously, people's behalf paying for that. Obviously, moving on with this page here, they do mention about their new ventures, as let's call them, which will be seasonal changes. Throughout the game, they try and do new seasonal rules, like at the moment they have pirates in the game. They go through and try and at least change the seasons to give like more event missions. The only problem with this is, well, I had to mention, they've repeated a lot of the same stuff again and again, like the pirates we've had before. Before this, we had an event called the Blockbuster event. That was back in Season 4, which was back in 2017 or 2018. So, unfortunately, they're not coming out with any new content. It feels quite recycled. They're throwing a few new weapons or heroes, but it's nothing new or nothing to bring back the long-term players back in my opinion. One good thing they have mentioned about as well though down here is the new Save the World packs. So as you see in Battle Royale, you have the starter packs, which will give you a free skin, free items, even give you access to a bunch of free gear. They're trying to do this now to Save the World, so with this pack, the first one they mentioned is the Metal Team Leader, which will give you access to Save the World, 1,000 V-Bucks, and obviously a character using Battle Royale and Save the World, and I believe along with a weapon as well. Anyone who's not played Save the World, or if you are considering getting Save the World, I highly recommend buying this. Even then, you're paying what seems like double for V-Bucks, but at the same time, you get access to the base game, which even then, this will allow you to earn your own V-Bucks as you play along. And, you know, if you don't want to play Save the World, log in at least once a week. I say once a week. Log in at least once a day. Come to the 7th day of each week and get yourself V-Bucks. Happily or easily. One of the main problems here at the bottom with the adventure continues. Once the main story of Save the World is complete, there are still adventures out to be had. Continue back to the House of the 20 Peaks. Take on each Save the World season events, or evolve your collection by completing each adventure scene choice is yours. Now, to comment on this, all the long-term fans, or the long-term players of Save the World, we all know that the story is not over. I won't spoil this for you. In the 4 sections there at the moment, 3 of them have story or dialogue, and they have left it on the cliffhanger to a bit where it can be continued in the next section. To come out and say that the story is complete, it's not. And again, it feels like a slap in the face. There's still like another section to be done with story. Unfortunately, if you get to that section, all it is, hey, do these missions at this power level. Now do these missions at these power level. You get 10 times, it's like, hey, Storm Shield defense. There's nothing different about it. It's just this same rinse, repeat, nothing new. And again, it feels quite embarrassing. For any long-term players, you're playing like this. Nothing to do. So to come to the conclusion on this, Save the World does have a lot of potential still, but unfortunately Epic is slowing down production, and they need to really work on the base game, just like they work on Battle Royale. Beforehand, we used to get weekly updates, even if there's like small content drip, like a new item shop, or if it's more missions. With the lack of updates to the base game, players aren't going to want to play. And I understand that they make so much money from V-Bucks and things like that, but to work on one game and to like, transform it to another game, or have this free-to-play version be more popular, that's fair enough, you can't complain. But to the fan base that still play the base game, what you have to do really is focus on both sides. To slow down production until they even be like, well, that's it for us. Have a good time, you know? It's not really fair on everyone. Personally, I would like to see Save the World be revived, get more updates to it, you know? Come back to where it was beforehand. But until then, I do hope that Epic really do consider working more on the base game, adding more content for the long-term fans. I also do hope there'll be an influence of more players to Save the World. And yeah, just have to wait and see. Anyway guys, thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget, if you're new around here, please subscribe. If you did enjoy today's video, drop a like and also leave a comment down below. And I will catch everyone in the next video. Bye now.